he's like, well, what do you guys think the best invention of the 20th century is? And I go, I mean, I guess it was something he heard on the radio, but he wanted to hear, like, if we guessed that answer and, like, our opinions. And I was like, I think modern day birth control. And, like, I was kind of kidding, but, like, not really. And he was like, no, that was really it. And I was like, no fucking shit. But then he asks me why, and I was like, because it's really fucking neat. Like, I didn't have an answer to that because it wasn't relevant to history, and it wasn't relevant, like, you know, like, why is the birth control pill great? Because it feels better for me. And, you know, fucking she's the one that has to remember to take it every day. And, fuck. Alright, so anyways, the new apartment that I talked about, I got it, and, like, I like it a lot, but it's facing an elementary school, and it's got this big old porch, so I feel like anything I do wrong could, like, land me in jail. Like, I talked about, like, buying ice cream for kids, but, like, I like to go out, I've always had balconies and porches. I like to go out for coffee in the morning. But I feel like just because it's facing the school, like, they'll catch my schedule and be like, every day at 8 a.m. this guy watches the kindergartners fucking go to class. But I'm like, I just live across the street and like coffee. I'm sorry. And you know, like one time I go out without pants to get my newspaper, and all of a sudden a fucking SWAT team swarms in and I'm fucking never seen again. And it's like, I'm sorry, I'm just hungover and wanted, nobody reads newspapers anymore. My parents do, but they're 60, but like some reason for me to step out on my porch in my boxers, but it's across the street from an elementary school and I can fucking go to jail. Anyways, this next comedian is a funny person and a genuine soul. Melissa J, where are you? Coming from backstage. Give it up for her, guys.
Thank you. Let's have a round for Oscar. Hi, everybody. I'm Melissa J. I'm sorry if I'm a little out of it right now. For dinner tonight, I had pills. I'm just kidding. I spent the day with hippies yesterday, so I wrote that joke. I had food for dinner, then pills. Now, I know a lot of you are a little freaked out by me. A lot of you are sitting there and thinking to yourselves, didn't you used to look a lot different? Well, there's been a lot of people diving into my personal life, a lot of people asking about the changes that have been going on in my life. And it's getting to me, so I came down here tonight to set the record straight about what's happening in my personal life. The rumors are true, yes. I have been working out lately. I lost about 5 pounds in my upper body, so you'll notice there has been some changes in me. But before I get started, I just want to clear the air. You know, there's not a whole lot of weirdness going on with me. I'm a straight guy in a dress, and, you know, just in case there's any other straight guys in here looking at me and wondering if they're possibly becoming aroused. As a straight guy, I know where y'all are coming from. I want to bang myself too. I want to bang myself so bad. I just can't figure out how to connect the dots. So if anyone has any ideas, I'm going to be forming a discussion group in the back corner. After the show, I'm open to suggestions. I'm just kidding about that. I'm not really forming a discussion group. I'm not really a perv, so if you are, stay the hell away from me, please. I like it when someone farts, but it sounds like a question. You know those kind of farts? They start out deep and then they trail off like really high, like, I am very into philosophy. And a fart like that, to me, it's symbolism. What that fart represents, that person's dinner is like the authority. And their butt are like their butt is like the rebels in society. Their butt wants to question authority. So that's what a fart like that means to me. All right, that was a rough joke. That didn't go over so well. You know, something about me, I get really nervous before shows, and, you know, sometimes I'll flub a joke, and I've always gotten really notoriously bad stage fright. It's always been a big problem for me. And then recently, I started dressing up as a female and performing stand-up comedy. So I was watching television and I saw a commercial the other day, and it said that as a woman, a douche could help me feel more confident. I gotta say, ladies, I'm just not feeling it. Like, how does this thing work? How does this give me confidence? Is this like a rabbit's foot or something? Do I like rub my belly 3 times to find enlightenment? Maybe I should switch to a pad. I don't know. I'm gonna set this right here if anybody wants to access it after the show. There's a lot of fun to be had here, ladies and gentlemen. Use your imagination. But it always happens in my set. I get a little bit of the way through, tell a few jokes, and there's always still some people sitting in the crowd looking at me like, what the hell is your deal, man? Well, I'm gonna tell you what my deal is. I'm a guy. I am a very, very handsome guy. Thank you, thank you. But I'm also very homophobic. In fact, I'm so homophobic that I'm petrified. If I catch a glance of this gorgeous face in the mirror, I might turn myself on. So at least if I dress this way, it'll be a heterosexual experience for me. Now I know what else you're thinking. But wait, you used to be Jersey Joe. What happens when you go to the bathroom? You have that humongous wang. It's legendary, all over Chico. How are you not gonna look at that thing? That's what you guys are thinking, right? That's all right, thank you. I know. Well, going to the bathroom has been a problem for me because of my homophobia. So I invented one of these. Now I'm selling these on my website. And what this is the official Melissa J Bathroom Buddy. And I'm marketing these to all of my fellow homophobic guy friends. So we can stand in the mirror, urinating, and we won't feel threatened by ourselves. And before I go any further, I would like to reintroduce myself.
But now I know.
I'm Melissa J, the straightest guy in this room. You know, I do just want to say, on a personal note, I realize I'm freaking a lot of people out. I realize this is totally fucking weird. I will never present this as being normal.
I'll fuck you.
Wow, sweetie, let's talk later. I just want to say to some of the other comedians, I really appreciate, all the acceptance and the support. We're kind of a slapstick group of people, stand up as come as you are, and I certainly am doing that, but I've been noticing where I'll be talking to another comedian, we're engaged in a really intellectual conversation, and I see them getting nervous. They're thinking to themselves, oh no, I hope people don't think that I'm banging the thing that used to be Jersey Joe. I don't want that to happen. So I have invented another invention, the official Melissa J no homo disclaimer. Now I'm going to show you how this works. Oscar, can I use you for an example?
Yes.
Let's give a round of applause for Oscar. Let me just tell you, those of you who don't know much about stand-up comedy, hosting is a nightmare. We love this kid. This is like the roommate who just volunteered to mow the lawn. So let's give a big round of applause for Oscar. Now let's say that it's after the show, and Oscar and I are having an intellectually stimulating conversation about how I shouldn't patronize him so much on stage. Now I see that point where Oscar starts getting nervous, and that's where this comes in. I can pull out the official disclaimer, and Oscar doesn't have to feel threatened by me. And I'd also like you to know the sign serves 2 purposes. The first is one I just mentioned. I don't want Oscar to get nervous. people think that we're sleeping together. But the second is for me. As Melissa J., I don't want anyone to think there's any way in hell I would ever sleep with a comedian. What kind of a self-respecting female is going to sleep with a comic? I'm Melissa J. I'm about to get lynched by a bunch of comedians who never get laid. It's been nice knowing you.
I feel like she was just talking about making people uncomfortable, but most of the people, that's because they're haters. It's me. It's because like I've never had a more confusing boner in my life. But all right. Fucking the weird thing about me is that like I'm kind of an asshole, but I'm like a really nice dude with like morals underneath. But sometimes my morals piss me off. Like for example, like if I'm super sober and some drunk girl starts like trying to fucking, you know, have you ever been like sober and a drunk girl just starts like eating your face? And like I'm just like, no, I can't do it, but I'm mad at myself because I can. I'm like, God damn it, that's free pussy.